Hi everybody, Elin here. Today I come to you guys with my August book haul. As always, it's pretty darn huge because I can't stop. I have a problem, I know. But I'm gonna try to make sure that this is the last enormous book haul for a while. So from now on I'm gonna put a limit on 5 books. Hopefully we'll be able to do it, but I don't know. So I have 22 books, so it's even bigger than July, but 3 of those I have not purchased myself because 2 was review books and 1 was a present from Jamie. So I mean, technically it's better than last month, I don't know. But yeah, let's start hauling some books. So the first book here is Wires and Nerve Volume 2 Gone Rogue. So I read the first volume last year. I really did enjoy it, and I just reread that book so that I can read this one. So this is a graphic novel. We get to follow the characters that were in the Lunar Chronicles on their new adventures, and I really do enjoy it, but I'm a little bit apprehensive when it comes to graphic novels, but I do enjoy this one, so that's why I bought the second volume, obviously. And then we have 2 review books. So the first book is Tango I Tabernaklet. I can't even pronounce that, but this is by Karin Brunk Holmqvist, and this is a review book got from Bokfabriken. Actually ended up getting this on my birthday, which was kind of comical. So this is pretty much about this person that leaves this amusement park that we've been working on, and starts with tango, and there's some money gone missing from the church, and yeah, so hopefully we'll be reading this one soon because it's not very thick, but we'll see. The next one is Tiggarens Hand by Ole Lunaus. Sorry about butchering that. But this is also a review book from Bokfabriken. So there's this guy who threw a gasoline bomb, and now someone is hunting him down and doesn't know who it is, and someone died because they were burned to death. So it's pretty much a police book. It actually sounds very interesting, so hopefully we'll be able to read it soon. So the present I got from Jamie, and that is On the Face by Kate. On the Face. On the Face. I'm tired. Okay, so that is On the Fence by Casey West. I read this one, I want to say last year, but I'm not sure. So this is one of my favorite Casey West books, and Jamie knows that, and I've been wanting to have a physical copy of this book for so long because I read this as an ebook, and now I have it, and I'm really looking forward to reread it because it's really short, it's really quick, and it's freaking fabulous. So this one is about Charlie, and she's always been boyish, and she's been hanging out a lot with her brothers, and she's playing football and stuff like that, but she has, gotten caught driving too fast one too many times, and it doesn't help anymore that her father is a cop. Usually it helps just talking herself out of it, but this time it does not, because her father tells her she needs to pay off the ticket herself, and she has to get a job to be able to do that, and she ends up in this store which is really girly and completely different from how Charlie views herself, and I just feel like I recognize myself a lot in this somehow. And I love it so much. It's so cute, and I want to read it right away. Thank you, Jamie. And then we have The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. This is book 2 in the archived trilogy. I think it's going to be a 3rd book, but nobody knows when. So in this one we meet in the first book we meet Mackenzie, and she actually works in the archive, and she has as a job really to catch these histories that has left the library, and histories is actually dead people, the life they lived, and sometimes they try to escape because they wake up, and her job is to get them back to the library where they're sleeping, if you will. I really did enjoy the first book, so I look forward to reading this one. It was a really quick read, so I feel like something I'm in the desperate need of right now. And now we have The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw, and look at that cover, it's so shiny. So this one is about 3 witches, and they were executed. They were actually drowned, and once every year, I think it is, they come back for revenge. So they pretty much possess 3 girls, and they walk around town killing off boys. Sounds so cool, and this was actually one of my most anticipated releases for last year. I did not end up picking it up for whatever reason, but here it is. I'm really looking forward to reading it, and hopefully I will be doing so soon. Now we have These Rebel Waves by Sarah Roche. There's supposed to be pirates in it, and that's like the entire reason why I bought this book. We need more pirate books. And it's pretty big, so we'll see when I have the time to read it, but I mean, pirates. And then we have Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, and I mean, this is from the author that wrote The Remnant Chronicles, so I haven't really read anything by her yet. So this is about a formidable, I can't say that word, formidable outlaw family that claims to be the first among nations, a son destined to lead, thrust suddenly into power. Three fierce young women of the Ratan, the Queen's premier guard. A legendary street thief leading a mission, determined to prove herself. A dark secret that is a threat to the entire continent. When outlaw leader meets reformed thief, a cat-and-mouse game of false moves ensues, bringing them intimately together in a battle that may cost them their lives and their hearts. So I'm really looking forward to this one, and also a very, very gorgeous book. And we move on to The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Also very big book, but on the cover it says Woman, Warrior, Weapon, God. So I pretty much know nothing about this. It's supposed to be a war. It's supposed to be very, very kick-ass. And I just... it's about this war orphan called Fang Runin. So there's supposed to be this poppy thing which people get addicted to, and Fang's adoptive family actually smuggles this thing. But then Rin's parents force her into an arranged marriage, and Rin refuses to do that. Rin refuses to accept her fate and fights her way to the prestigious military academy at Singard. So she pretty much wants to be, you know, a warrior. So that sounds kick-ass. And then we have this little, you know, huge book. So this is Harry Potter, the Wand Collection. So it's pretty much just says, like, here we have Neville, and it's a little bit info about Neville and his wand, and then we have a picture of it, and I'm trying to study these so I will learn whose wand it is. So this is a really quick read, and I'll definitely be finishing this one before the month is over. But yeah, I just wanted to learn some more because I suck at wands. And then we have The Way of Shadows by Brent Weeks. On the cover it says, the perfect killer has no friends, only targets. So this is supposed to be about a male assassin, and that's all I know. But I've been really interested in Brent Weeks books for a while now, and hopefully we'll be able to read one of them very soon. And then we have Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. This is the first book of the Ancestor. So this is supposed to be about a convent of Sweet Mercy, and their girls are actually trained to become killers. So it's kind of, once again, assassins, and I love that trope. So I mean, you can't have enough of those. Some more Brandon Sanderson books, because how can I make a haul without them? But this is called Legion and the Emperor's Soul by Brandon Sanderson, and this is like so tiny. So there's pretty much, you know, 2 novellas in here, so I look forward to reading it. And also, as always, his covers looks awesome. Another collection of novellas. There's supposed to be different ones for his different stories. So the Emperor's Soul is in this one as well, but there's a lot of different novellas from the different books, and I really look forward to reading this one. It's like huge, so there's a lot of them, and it's it's actually pictures, and this is from White Sand, I believe, which is his graphic novel. But this one is called Arcanum Unbounded by Brandon Sanderson, and more novellas. I'm not really usually like that into novellas, but at this point I will read anything Brandon Sanderson writes. Then we have Catwoman Soul Stealer by Sarah J. Maas. I know this was a lot of people's like most anticipated releases because it's Sarah J. Maas, but I have seen like parts of a Catwoman movie, you know, the one with Halle Berry, which I know a lot of people do not like, but yeah, and I pretty much know nothing about this story. But this is supposed to be 2 years after Selena Kyle escaped Gotham City slums, and she returns as the mysterious and wealthy Holly Wonder he's. Batman is off on a vital mission, and Gotham is at the mercy of the new thief of the prowl. Joined by the cunning Poison Ivy and notorious Harley Quinn, she wreaks havoc across the city. Selena is playing a desperate game of cat and mouse, but with a dangerous threat from the past of her tail. Will she be able to pull off the ultimate heist? Oh, so there's supposed to be a heist in it, and there's also some other characters, which I have seen none of the movies of, but, you know, it probably will be good, because it's Sarah J. Maas, and Catwoman kind of, you know, sounds cool. And then we have And I Darken by Kirsten White. All I know about this is supposed to be a sort of a retelling of Vladimir the Impaler, only that the lead character is supposed to be female instead of male. But that's pretty much all I know. And for whatever reason, I can't stop myself from buying book 2 in the series, even though I have read only 12 pages from the first book. So, living tough life. So I bought Valor by John Gwynne, and this is book 2 in the Malice trilogy series. I think there's like 4 books or something, and this is enormous. But like I said, I've read 12 pages from the first book, and all I know about it is there's supposed to be war, there's supposed to be giants, which I love the idea of. Have not really read a lot of books with giants in it, but you know, I thought I needed the second book, even though it does not match the first book, because this is much huger. But it is incredibly floppy though, so I mean, what else do you need? I only have 4 books left, so you know, hang in there. But we have Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. This is one of the novellas that comes to the Mistborn world. This is supposed to be technically book 5 or however you want to say it. And I needed to have it because I want to, you know, continue on with the story while I can. And I don't want to read on the back because spoilers, but definitely liking the Mistborn first 3 books so far, so getting on it. I have more Brandon Sanderson because I'm on brand. But it is The Rhythm Fist by Brandon Sanderson. Jamie's been trying to get me to read this one for like, I don't know when she read it, but since she read it pretty much. And I don't really know a lot about it, but it's supposed to be like alchemy and stuff like in it. This guy named Joel, and he has like a unique set of skills, and he will be put in to face an extraordinary test when top arithmetic students are kidnapped from his academy. So I guess there's a kind of school element in it, so I mean, I'm sold. Then we have The Darkest Legacy by Alexander Bracken. This is supposed to take place in the same sort of world as the Darkest Mind series, but in this one we follow Sue as main character, and this is supposed to take place 5 years after, in the afterlife. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, although the cover is pretty darn boring, but I'm looking forward to reading it because I do love The Darkest Minds. So come to the last book, and I realized it was 21 books, not 22, so I mean, it's not as bad. It's Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb, so it's another book I bought before having read the first book. So hopefully I will have read that one before the month is over, but you never know. So the first book is about a, you know, a guy learning to become an assassin. So assassin trope, I suppose. But this one is like twice the size as the first book, which scares me because the first one was so skinny. But yeah, that's the last book. And I know I didn't have a lot of explanations for all of these, but you know, that's how I roll these days. Please let me know down in the comments if you have read any of these books, and in that case what you thought about them. I do hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little button down below, and also don't forget to click the little bell icon so that you're 100% sure that you get a notification for when I upload a new video. So yeah, I hope we see each other next time. Bye!